Welcome back to the news, boys. Today, we got some absolute banger news regarding gaming and as a whole. Not even just esports. We got gaming as a whole. Banger news lately. Biggest one that came out is Battlefield can't stop winning. They physically are unable to stop catching W's.
Thank God.
So,
it's been a long time since Battlefield has caught W's, so
it's been too many years since they've caught a W. So, Battlefield has come out also today. They have talked about their portal, a potential portal, meaning that it's allow customization into Battlefield. So, if you guys don't know, you can basically do custom maps, and you can create custom maps within the portal, and then you can host your own servers. So, the reason why this is such a big deal is because every FPS shooter, they always want a custom server. Yes, the initial servers want, not like tech shooters, but like in shooters in general, just having your own server is always the best because you get to run it better. Sometimes it's actually run better ping-wise than the actual official servers.
yeah.
So that's also the big reason why it's such a huge thing is that they're allowing this. Because also, it's not only that, you can customize it. You can make it as crazy and how wacky as much as you want.
Yeah.
Of course, they have a limit, but to the ability of it, you can.
But so basically, the portal is like Steam Community Workshop, but for Battle. Like the same thing, pretty much that Counter-Strike has, but for Battlefield, which is big coming from another AAA company that isn't as grassroots as Valve is. You know, like Valve is very community driven, it seems, so it makes sense why most Valve games have lots of mod support and community support and stuff like that. But you never see that from anything like Activision games or whatever. Like I know Call of Duty Black Ops 3 just got like custom maps like a couple years ago, and that game came out in 2015. Like they really wait until the games are dead so that people can't complain about it or something. But it's really nice that it seems that EA really wants to do good with Battlefield 6, and they're just giving it full community support right off the bat. Because even the old Battlefield games, they do have custom servers, but they're not custom maps or game modes. It's just community host driven. Because after, even for like the live service games, after so many years, they just shut down the official servers and then they allow other people to like make their own. So that's how like the old Battlefields are right now. But it seems like, yeah, I guess they're just doing it right from the get-go to keep this. Yeah. If the community is constantly involved, the game will survive longer.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's just the beauty of it, because now it's like it's not only because of that. I mean, I've said it like this, like we can also take the example, it's just like content creation as a whole. Is what's such a big thing about it. Just like custom maps and allowing customization, allowing community-driven stuff, you'll have endless content. Like we'll take a game, for example, like Rust. Rust is purely a community. It's basically a community game.
Yeah,
it's run by the community. Like that whole. I mean, yes, of course the company, they're gonna update it and all that, but it's basically run by the community. And they have full customization report. They can do mods. They can do everything. Of course, as long as it's not aim hacks and all that, they can do mods. If you look at games like like Black Ops 3, they can do that. If you look at CS has there's a lot of community maps. You know, it's just like the reason is why it's also something games like, you know, like for example Valorant. Valorant is such like, it's so hard to make new content because it's the same repetitive thing. Every content creator in Valorant is basically the same
fucking thing. Yeah.
So there's the same, they're all copy and paste of each other. They're all like, oh, I'm going to play ranked, or I'm going to play ranked but a different agent, or I'm going to play ranked but only use one gun. It's like, wow, a lot of diversity there, isn't there?
Well, that's just a product of like the game.
It is, again, I would say, yeah, it's a product of the game. It's a product of Valve. And it's a product of, not Valve, it's a product of Riot not allowing customization, which is going to hinder the game. Again, if you don't have community maps, if you don't allow community support to the game is eventually going to be stale. It's going to be one-dimensional, it's going to be stale, and there's not going to be much fun to it. So the fact that Battlefield's like, hey, I don't think so they said on release. Did they say on release, or was it like in a later date?
Probably have the tweet on.
It doesn't say there's an official date to it. They did say it's a portal. I don't know if it's going to be on launch. If it's on launch, massive W. If we only have to wait like maybe, I don't know, a few months, it is what it is. It's okay. The game is already entertaining enough where we can hold off for a couple months.
Yeah.
But if it's like closer to the release date, that'd be better. But again, the fact that they're doing it on release, it says volumes compared because now they're going up against Activision. They have control over Black Ops 7, and the funny thing is they got so intimidated and they saw the pre-sales for it so shit that, you know, all the cartoonish like skins they have from Black Ops 6.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh yeah, we're not bringing that back to Black Ops 7."
Thank God.
Yeah, because at first it was gonna be backwards compatible, the skins, but then they saw like the feedback and like how nobody wanted that. They're like, "Oh shit, we actually have to listen now." So when people say the competition is unhealthy, no, it's not. Competition is healthy. It forces the actual companies to you scare companies away, and you kick them out.
It's about fucking time that Call of Duty starts like listening to anybody about like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Call of Duty has like been a dying franchise for. When did like it was like I feel like COD Infinite Warfare was like the start of the end, and now like the only people playing COD these days are the casuals. There's no like.
Yeah. And then you could talk about the shitty esports side of it, which I don't know why people are still invested into the esports side of COD. It again, it's literally
it was cool
like
in like 2013.
yeah, you know, it's cool when like nobody gave a shit about it, and then people were doing it for the fun, for the love of the game, basically. But to just like now have shit like that is just like so stupid. So like I don't get it, to be honest with you. It's just like that game is the esports side is so shit. It makes no sense to it. But yeah, no, I think Battlefield is holding a big W. I think we have to clarify also. I believe last time we talked about Battlefield, we said that they're going to do annual. We kind of misread it. It's not. Battlefield 6 is still going to get support over the years. They're not doing annually after Battlefield 6. They're doing it after a few years.
Yeah, didn't they say like 2028 or something like that?
Yeah, like starting 2028, they're going to start doing annually. So if you were a little hesitant on being like, oh, I don't want to buy Battlefield now because of the annual, they're not doing it now. They're doing it later in the year. So Battlefield 6 already has like a long roadmap. So that's good. That means they're going to support it for a few years. The game is going to be fully supported. They're going to have a lot of, put into it. So just letting you guys know, that's it's not there's not going to be a game after Battlefield 6 for a while, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So you guys don't have to worry about buying a game every year like COD. Yeah, Battlefield 6 is winning. I can't wait for that. And we have more gaming news. September looks stacked as a month. We have a few.
It's like starting early September. Starting September 4th, right? September 4th, Hollow Knight Silksong finally coming out after like Hollow Knight 1 came out in 2017 and they announced Silksong like in 2019 or something like that. So it's been 6 years that they've been developing.
Almost 7 years development, yeah. So then we have that. We have Marvel Tokon. That beta is going to be out. Again, the beta is only going to be for 4 days, but hey, everyone can play it, which is still cool. What else? We do have also 2XKO. The beta, but this one is actually staying open.
Starts on the 9th.
Starts on the 9th. It's actually staying open. We're not going to have to do like a weekend thing and then it closes. It's actually staying open until fully released, which is great. Love to hear that. Now we also have Borderlands 4, my personal favorite. I'm going to be playing the shit out of it. That comes out September 12th. So the first half of September, already booming, by the way. Already going off incredibly strong. Yeah, so it's insane because we've had already a lot of a bunch of great games coming out. Clair Obscur was one of the games that really came out. Kingdoms 4 came out. I forgot, it was Kingdom something. That was another game that everyone's been talking about. Death Stranding 2. That was already like those games are already game of the year.
Metal Gear Solid 3 apparently is fire.
Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is fire. Yes, people are complaining that's only 60 FPS, but it's straight up just like it's not a remaster. It's just a remake. So like they're not.
They just kind of modernized the controls and the graphics.
They just modernized
the game was already peak, so they really kind of just improved on it. But
you're just playing a better graphics MG3 basically with a few updated features, and that's really it. That's all the game was. It wasn't supposed to like hit it out of the park. It wasn't supposed to be like a Silent 2 where it's completely different and all that. No, it's supposed to be just that,
then,
which is fire.
Speaking of Silent Hill F comes out on
the
25th, I think. Something like that.
Yep. And that game is apparently gonna.
That game's gotta be peak.
Yeah, already people are saying behind the scenes the game was it's very fucking good. Like they just said nothing but positive things about it, so it's already
I'm
already a good
excited, man.
That's already gonna be an exciting thing. I think honestly we could just talk about 2025. Gaming as a whole in 2025 has just been fire. Like there hasn't been there's a game for everybody that has been come out this year, or there's been updates of the game this year that's been fire. I think just gaming as a whole has been kind of fire. You know, the Silksong people from Hollow Knight, the Hollow Knight community, they're eating good. Borderlands 4, for me, fucking love it. Silent Hill, they're doing great. Claire Obscure came out of nowhere and is already it's most likely gonna win Game of the Year. I hope so. I beat that game and I loved every part of it. That's probably gonna win Game of the Year. Death Stranding, a lot of Kojima fanboys are eating fucking good because that game is like objectively better than the first one. So that's also that's a big one. I don't even know if they're gonna make a third one. I don't know anything about the game.
I haven't played it yet.
I don't know if the second one's supposed to just wrap everything up and there's no more third one, but who knows? But yeah, no, I think just gaming as a whole is fucking good as shit. It's just so fucking good right now. But yeah, no, gaming news. I think we're not talking about esports side, but the gaming as a whole right now, is a massive W.
Yeah,
I think you can't go wrong this year.
Yeah, it just kind of seems like lots of either smaller companies are making games that people actually want, like that have a lot of care in them. Not that stuff people were asking for. Like, I really don't think anyone was just like asking for Expedition 33. I feel like it just came out of nowhere and fucking like was fire, you know? Like, it just seems like a lot of smaller devs are putting a lot of time into like really good projects and people are appreciating it more. And then like the larger companies that like usually people buy every year, people are realizing that they're like mid as fuck and they're just like not buying them. And then it's like, even though it's taken like, I don't know, like for example, since Call of Duty started being bad or since Battlefield started being bad, it's taken like 6 years or something, but now I guess it seems they really fucking heard that they're like, yo, we gotta change something or else people are gonna keep leaving and leaving and leaving and going to these like other games, whether they're free to play or not. But yeah, it seems like people are locking it. Like last year was pretty stacked for gaming. I would say really since like 2021, 2022, like we haven't had like a year where I'm like, damn, nothing cool has come out.
Yeah,
you know? Like I feel like gaming has just like gotten a lot better. Where I definitely feel like in maybe the late 2010s and like 2016 to 2020 ish. It was kind of just like stale. Like, sure, we got like some stuff in there, but like I don't know. I feel like if I think about like when I was gaming in high school, there wasn't really much like crazy shit going on. But then like in my adult life, I've been eating good on games.
Yeah, I think what I think. What I think that it really started turning up, and it's gonna be a hot take, but I think ever since Elden Ring came out in 2022, just overall gaming quality has kind of like gotten a lot better when it comes to like not the randoms AAA companies, but just gaming as a whole. Like we said, like AAA companies kind of went like people are realizing, oh, I don't have to play a AAA game to have a good game, or a AAA game does not need to win Game of the Year, or a AAA title does not need to outshine like an indie game. And I feel like I know like yes, From Software is a AAA game, but they're a AAA company that are consistently good, always consistently good. And I think in my opinion, ever since February of 2022 or when Elden Ring came out, I think like gaming as a whole, like I feel like that's like a massive shift into the gaming. Where like a lot of games just came out, especially like a lot of indie developers. Like they just went up and they're like, hey, I can make a fucking good game too. Or like smaller indie games are making that. Like for example, I think Claire Obscure and the games like Peak are like two games nobody predicted. Nobody even thought about it. But now they're probably gonna be winning so many fucking awards. Like there is now a standard of what games can be and quality of games. And I feel like now people are finally realizing like, hey, I don't have to buy these shitty Call of Duty games, these shitty shooters, these slops that they produce every year. I could actually play a good fucking game that cares about the community and cares about everything else. It's just like, it's actually insane. I think like again, it's probably not, but that's my thing, my brain, how it works. I think since Elden Ring, because that game was a masterpiece. It's just games has been good for overall.
You know what I think it is? Like, I think you're kind of right where I think it's something that only Elden Ring could have done, because if you think about it, like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, they're like the same kind of games, you know. They're all Souls likes, but I feel like Elden Ring just got so much hype and so much praise that so many people who wouldn't usually play games like that got into it. You know, like that game sold millions and millions and millions of copies, right? But so I feel like that turned a lot of people who are usually just like casual gamers who may have played that game and liked it. They kind of just like said, wow, this is a game I didn't think I would like. And I really liked it, so let me try other stuff. And then like the general like casual gamer, I guess, is more open to trying different things, so now like things are a lot more innovative and different, where I feel like pre-Elden Ring, like it's literally only Elden Ring could have done this, because like they're like they're a AAA studio, but like without AAA resources, I guess you would say, at least up until that point.
Elden Ring.
But it's like if you're a fucking average guy who buys Call of Duty every year, got that game and liked it, and now that guy is looking for more unique and interesting kind of games. So, you know, studios like, say, Activision, EA, stuff like that, they're not just like, they're like, wow, people will buy shit that isn't Call of Duty or Battlefield, you know? Like, it kind of like opens up the market, I guess. Like, it creates more holes in the market that now these other, like Expedition 33 and people like now are able to fill, and then they're able to be like super successful because of that. And yeah, just because I feel like Elden Ring has opened up the minds of the casual gamers.
Yeah, I think because, like, again, Miyazaki has always been praised. He's made plenty of great games. Like, again, all the entire Dark Souls series, Sekiro, Bloodborne, like they were all critically acclaimed. Again, Miyazaki's not like nobody knows about him. Like, no, everybody knows about Miyazaki. Everyone knew about him. But for some reason, like when he like locked the fuck in extra when it came to Elden Ring, like you can tell like he would like so much passion, so much creativity was from it that people were like, wait, I want to play games. I want to enjoy games like Elden Ring. I want to feel a game that like I want to like open it. So like it's like the whole thing where like your first playthrough of Elden Ring will never be the same. You'll never replay the first. When you're in the starting area and you open the cave and then you see Limgrave and you see the entire thing, you're like, wow, I want to experience this every time I open up a video game. I want to experience this when I play the game for the first time. That's what I want to experience. And I'm like, that's why Elden Ring is always like, when people glaze Elden Ring, it's like, it's valid.
Elden Ring's like a top 5 game of all time. Like there's not even a question. Like if you don't think that, you're actually wrong. Like I don't care.
Like objectively, you've never played enough video games. Like if you don't think Elden Ring is a top 5 video game of all time, objectively when it comes to sales, awards, and just pure creativity of the game and the design, the art, like the music, everything. If you don't think that, it means you don't know video games. And I think that's why it's good to see. Like I think, but the thing is also games like again, Clair Obscur 33. Again, I believe Death Stranding 2 is also like a big contender. They could win it also. But I feel like a game like Clair Obscur 33, a game you can clearly see passion was put in it. With such a small development team, winning Game of the Year is like gonna completely shift the market. Where it's like now anybody can win it. Of course, Clair Obscur was like a very visually beautiful game. Soundtrack is amazing. The story was amazing. The gameplay was amazing. But putting that into it like shows like anybody can win it now. Mm-hmm. It's like it's such a open market. It's like, oh man, I only have like 20 people in my group. All right, Clair Obscur only had like 30 people, and they managed to put a beautiful game. So seeing games like that is honestly beautiful, and I'm excited to see. Gaming is actually a massive W. And if you have friends that say, "Oh, there's nothing to play," they're wrong. They don't know anything. And now we're going to core news. So we have a few news I want to talk about. So first things first, the core boys in Valorant, they're doing really, really fucking good. We just beat Winthrop in the second round of upper semis, and now we're in the upper finals against Envy. So we go up against Envy, and this is an important thing. So for anybody that don't know, the VCL, how it works is it's a year-long tournament. Okay, you go through 3 different stages, and you accumulate points through all of it. Okay, we're currently in the final stage before you go to playoffs to go to Ascension. And for that, we are a little bit behind on the points. We're not really up there on points. So for us to basically qualify for Ascension and be a top 3 team to qualify for Ascension, we also do need to basically win this tournament right now, the Stage 3 playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
To put it short and simple, we kind of do need to win it to just be like, all right,
to like guarantee.
To guarantee us, we need to win it. But if we get to second place, we have to do a bit of numbering.
Other stuff has to happen.
There's a lot of variables I have to go through it. If we get second place, and if we get third place, we're out. There's no way we're qualifying. We do not have enough points. So to make it short and simple, we win, we go to Ascension. We get second place, a few probabilities have to happen. Maybe we qualify for Ascension through just points and second place. So yes, that's a few probabilities, but just to make sure. And everything, yes, we have to basically win the tournament. That's a big thing for us. Please support the boys on everything. We also are hosting a 2xKO tournament. Yes, I know we just finished talking about 2xKO a little bit, but core is fully going to be, we're going to be hosting tournaments. We're going to be hosting it online, which is the 2xKO Rumble. It's called. It's on. It's the 2xKO Rumble. All right. It's going to start on September 27th. It's a 1-day event. Starting at 6 p.m. EST. So if you haven't already, go to QOR Gaming FGC. So QOR Gaming FGC. Check them out. All the details and everything. You can register there if you want to compete in any events. But yeah, I know it's only I know it's a month away, but I do say,
start
register.
Practicing.
You can start practicing. You'll have at least 2 to 3 weeks to practice 2xKO, really grind it out. And if you want to start, stat pat your start GG for 2xKO. You can start, at least with our tournament, of course. And, we're also going to be hosting a lot of LAN events. So we're going to be hosting a lot of in-person events. If you are in the Vegas area and you are a 2xKO fan and you are playing and competing in 2xKO, we also are going to be competing, and we're also going to be hosting events in the Vegas area. So make sure to go to QORgaming.com on Twitter. Check it out and make sure to go there. Another news is we signed an Apex team. We are officially in ALGS. We're in Apex. So a few of you guys are big on Apex and you're also a core fan. We officially have it. They're from Australia. Also, we have a code now. We have a creator code for core now. We do have a core.
I forgot about this.
Yeah, we have a creator code for core. If you want to get anything on the merch shop and you want to get 10% off, or you want to use any of the code, use code QORcast on the core shop. So if you want to get any merch or any jerseys of sorts, use QOR Gaming or QORcast on the shop. So go to QORgaming.com/shop. And thank you guys for listening and watching. Goodbye.